What if I told you food is not just fuel? Every bite you take sends a message to your body. It tells it to store fat, to feel energized, to feel tired, to feel happy. Today we are going to change how you look at food forever, because food is not just fuel. Food is information. Hi, I'm Julia. Welcome to this space where we explore natural ways to nourish your body, prevent disease, and live a healthier life every day. We talk about practical, evidence-based home remedies, lifestyle habits, and holistic practices that help you feel better, maintain balance, and also to take charge of your well-being. So welcome. Take a moment to like this video and stay tuned. You understand more about food, especially the last point will shock you because you have never thought of food this way. So most of us have been taught as food as fuel, whereby calories in, energy out. But today we are going to look it in a broader view. And food as fuel is partly too, because food gives us energy to move, it gives us energy to think, it gives us energy to heal and to live. So when you are eating food, it's like when a car it gets petrol, that petrol is transformed into energy that makes the car move. And so is the body. When you eat food, it goes into the body, it's broken down, whereby carbohydrates are broken down into calories that give body immediate energy, fats are stored for future use, and proteins are used to repair muscles, organs, and tissues. And that's fuel. But beyond fuel, food is also information. Food gives the body information on what to do next to your body. Every nutrient triggers a response, a signal that tells your body what to do. And here is where it's interesting, because every bite tells your body what to do. Some food tells your body to store fat. Other tells your body to break down the fat into energy. Some food stimulates your brain, others they calm your brain. Some food inflame your body, while others reduce the inflammation. So you should understand the kind of food that I'm eating. What instructions am I giving the body? What is the intention of the food? Despite the fuel to give you energy to keep living, to keep moving, you need to know that it's also an information. And one of the area whereby food sends information is with the hormone. Food tells your body the hormone to release. For example, when you eat a sugary snack, your blood sugar is spiked, causing you to release insulin, and that's an information to store energy. But when you eat a balanced meal with fats and fibers, you send a different message, whereby the energy is steady, appetite is controlled, and less fat is stored. But a balanced meal with healthy fats and fiber sends a different message to your body, whereby energy is steady, appetite is controlled, and less fat is stored. So these two different kinds of food, they are sending your body, they are not just fuel, they are also sending a message. And knowing that, you also know that food affects your hormone, whereby your appetite and cravings, they are not just about willpower, because many people who they think that they have cravings or they have a high appetite because they don't have a willpower to control like when to eat and what to eat, but it's actually biology. There are three main hormones that are affected by food, and the first hormone is ghrelin. Ghrelin, it's a hunger hormone. It tells you when to eat. The next one is leptin, which it tells your body when to be full. And the next one is insulin, which is a hormone that manages your blood sugar and helps in fat storage. And this hormone, they are affected by sleep. When you sleep poorly, when you are overly stressed, or you eat a lot of highly processed food, these hormones, they get disrupted and they are not able to function the way they are supposed to. And that's when you feel constant hunger, strong craving, you feel fatigue, and also you have difficulty in losing weight, because these hormones are not, when ghrelin is disrupted, you feel every time you are hungry, you are hungry all the time. Leptin, when it's not functioning, you're not able to know when you're full. So when you start eating, you eat and eat and eat. So you need to understand, like, sleep is very essential. Managing stress is also very essential. When you have cravings, it's not about discipline, it's biology. When we are talking about food, there's one thing that is rarely mentioned, that food is emotional. It's culture, it's memory, it's comfort, it's celebration, and it's identity. Think about it. When we are celebrating a birthday, we celebrate it with a cake. When we need comfort, we make our own meal. We socialize over food, like a dinner date or a party. There is always food. So when we understand all these dynamics of food, you are able to overcome food guilt, restrictions, and unhealthy eating patterns. Another thing that we need to understand is that our body is made to regulate how much we eat, but this system can be overridden, and there are various factors that affect how much you eat. And the first one is proteins and fiber, which helps you to feel full. Food with high protein and fiber, you will feel more full than a person who is eating less of the same. And also the speed of eating. The kind of speed that you are eating your food will also influence the amount of food intake that you eat. When you eat slowly, the brain is able to catch the signal of when you are full, but when you eat faster, you may override that signal. The other thing is stress. When you have high stress levels, you may find yourself eating more because you are not eating mindfully. And the other one is quality of food. When you eat highly processed food, the brain does not get the signal that you are full. So you keep eating and eating. And many people think it's lack of willpower. It's not lack of willpower, it's biology. So up to there is a very important thing you also need to know. There's a difference between appetite and craving. There's a difference between hunger and craving. Hunger is gradual and it's satisfied by any kind of food, but craving is very specific. You crave very specific food, and also it's urgent and it often feels emotional. And when you understand this, you are able to know, am I having a craving or am I hungry? Because when you're hungry, you will eat any kind of food and you feel sated, but when you have a craving, you will feel that I want this and this and this. And for example, when different cravings, they signal different situations in your body. Okay, most people think that cravings signal nutrient deficiency, but cravings can be caused by many things. The first one is hormones, another thing is emotions, another thing is stress, and also sleep deprivation will affect your cravings. Blood sugar imbalances and learned habit will also affect your cravings. For example, sugar cravings are often spiked when you are highly stressed or tired, while salty cravings, they signal dehydration or mineral imbalance. Also, cravings for carbs can be your body's cry of immediate energy. So cravings are not just random, they are messages to your body. As we said, cravings are learned. For example, if you are used to having a snack while you're watching TV and you do it repeatedly, another occasion you are watching TV and you are not having the snack, you will feel the craving to have the snack because you have associated the watching TV with eating. And the good thing is that your brain can unlearn and can help you to change the patterns, either by you can learn like decreasing the kind of snack you are eating, or you can learn to stop having snacks while you're watching TV, and this will help you control the amount of food you're eating and when you are eating it. Another thing that affects how you eat your food or the amount of food you are eating or you're craving is the gut. We know the gut has a trillion of microbiomes, and these microbiomes, they signal your brains and they influence your mood, they influence hunger, they influence craving, and they also influence digestion. And some of these gut bacteria, they thrive on sugar, and you may actually feed your craving more of it. So your gut health directly affects your food choices. So we have learned that food is fuel. Food is instruction, food is information, food is emotion, food is habit, and food is biology. So every bite you take is a message to your body. And when you understand this, you don't just eat differently, you live differently, because you know what you are intaking is not just fuel, is not just for living, is messages to your body, and these messages will affect your health now, it will affect your mood, and it will affect even your future health. So if this video has helped you see food differently, Share with someone who needs this message. Share to your friends, share to your family. Also remember to give it a like. Also comment on more topics that you want us to be talking about and where you are watching from, and I really appreciate. Also don't forget to subscribe. Till the next video, bye bye.